Hi, in this video I'm going to show you how I worked my Star Wars Empire Mosaic knit washcloth. It's worked from the center out. This one is about 9.5 inches across, but you can change the size by changing your gauge using smaller or larger yarn and needle sizes. So let's get started. Okay, first we're going to cast on 6 stitches using a circular cast on. I'm just going to use a simple pinhole cast on. This is the tail, and my working yarn is in my left hand. So I'm going to make a loop like this. My tail is on top of the working yarn. This is kind of awkward at first. So what I'm going to do first is make a yarn over with the working yarn, like that. And then I'm going to go through the loop and grab the yarn and pull it through. So now I've got 2 stitches. I'll do another yarn over, go through the loop, grab the yarn and pull it through. And now I've got 4 stitches. Yarn over, through the loop, pull it through, and now I've got my 6 stitches. I can take the tail now and kind of tighten up this loop. So now divide your stitches. You can use double pointed needles. That might be easier, but I'm gonna use magic glue because I don't have the right size of double pointed needles. Okay, my working yarn is coming from this stitch here, so I'm going to twist or rotate my needles so that I have the working yarn coming from this back needle. This is my tail, so I'm going to bring it over and to the left here out of the way. So what I did next is I purled my 6 cast on stitches. You can tighten up your cast on if you need to pull on the tail to close it up. All right, once you've purled all your cast on stitches, we're ready to work the first ridge. Ridge 1 and all odd ridges will be worked with black yarn. So we're going to increase to 12 stitches here. So to do this, I'm going to slip each silver stitch and make a stitch with the black yarn. And I'm going to use the backwards loop cast on to make my stitches. Okay, so slip the first stitch. Use the backwards loop cast on. Just twist you have your working yarn over your forefinger. Just twist it and insert the needle. This first stitch will be loose because it's not anchored by anything. Slip, loop, and now we have 6 stitches on this needle. And then we'll rotate our needles. And do the same with the other side. Slip, loop, but not too tight. And then end with another backwards loop cast on. To complete this ridge, we work the next row in black again. Here's the working yarn. Make sure all your tails are out of the way. Okay, I'm going to slip each silver stitch again and then purl each black stitch. Make sure you slip stitches with the yarn in back. Okay, ridge 2 and all even number ridges will be work with silver yarn. So I'm going to increase to 18 stitches. I'm going to knit 1, make 1, knit 1, and then repeat that to the end. Knit 1, make 1 using backwards loop cast on, knit 1, and then repeat that to the end of the round. And then purl to the end to complete the ridge. For the purl round of ridge 11, purl to 1 stitch before the end of the round. All right, when you get to this last stitch, this is your new beginning of round, so rearrange your stitches so that your last stitch becomes the first stitch of the round.